It's like, let me try to see if they're cute. Okay. Hey everybody, my name's Amara. Welcome to my channel. I make videos about spirituality, mindset, and health. If these are the kind of topics that you like talking about, then be sure to subscribe. But I wanted to do a word today on just like radical acceptance and what that means as far as like when we're stepping into being our best selves and really getting to know ourselves and just looking to walk like a higher path in life. What that means, you are 100% the problem. Radically accept whatever situation you're in. If you're wrong, if you really did violate somebody, or you didn't communicate well enough, or whatever it is, or maybe you dropped the ball in whatever kind of way, just accept it. Like, just accept it. Like, what else are you gonna do? And so this goes back to, honestly, what is your self-concept? What do you believe about yourself to be true? What do you believe about yourself to be true? And if you're having any type of like regret, or if you're having any type of like anxiety, or if you're overthinking, or if you're feeling depressed or low or bad about yourself because you made a mistake, or because you have a series of whatever things that just haven't been working out, or have been tension pieces in your life, like tension areas in your life, if you feel like you have a lot of that, well then we need to work on the I am, on the you, on your self-concept. Because when you have a very healthy relationship with yourself, we don't use words like anxiety. Like, those words are chronic illnesses. And when you have a strong, healthy relationship to yourself, we don't deal with things that are there, that are prolonged, right? So when I say you are the problem, your thoughts about yourself is what's causing you pain and suffering. Your inability to see outside of your current circumstances is what's keeping you in this problem. You're not the only person in the conflict. So why are you the only one really being chewed up right now? Like, why, when you sit and you are analyzing all the facts, why do you feel like maybe you're about to, like, do you have a theme in life where people drop you? Do you have a theme in life where you cut a lot of people off and you spend a lot of time alone? Do you feel like you haven't found your tribe? But yeah, I wanted to make a video talking about like just radical acceptance of yourself, so that we can be able to forgive ourselves more for the mistakes that we make. If your mistake, makes you feel bad about yourself as a person, let's work on our emotional body. Because at this point, if we're constantly feeling like, damn, like your whole world is shaken by little mistakes that you make, when you have a strong and healthy self-concept, when you have a strong and healthy relationship to yourself, when you calm your nervous system down through deep breath and somatic movement and meditation and raw food, when you feed your body light force energy, when you feed your body hydrating and nourishing food, when you eat the fruit, okay? There's certain words that we don't have in our life. We don't have anxiety. We have a problem. We have an issue. And when we have issues, we think about things holistically and from a centered place in life, right? So I really wanted to make this video talking about being able to radically accept yourself for all of who you are. And I think that, to me, is one of the biggest embodiments of love. We asked each other like what we thought love was, and I still remember my response to this day. Like, I think love is being able to see somebody or something for all of that it is, and to still choose it, to accept it. Like, that to me is what love is. And so if you aren't able to do that with yourself, with the mistakes that you make, well then we got to take it back to our self-concept. Why am I not being able to forgive myself? Do I feel like if I lose this thing that's here outside of me right now, if I lose this friendship, if I lose this job, if I'm not able to kick it with these same type of people, if I'm not a part of this group, if I don't make this X amount of money, if I don't drive this car, right, then I'm not worthy, right? I think that when we get back to the root cause of a lot of our problems, it comes down to a point of like, how much do you love and accept yourself? How much do you love and accept yourself? Because then when you're able to, when you're looking at the problems that you have, you're able to fully see it, like I said, from a calm and centered place. Imagine when you go to the grocery store and you're hella hungry. You just pick up anything. You do anything because you're just hungry right now. You can't really think that much. You don't think as clearly or as logically when you're hungry, right? But versus when you've already ate, you already made your meal plan for the week, you have a grocery list that's organized, you know exactly what aisle to go down. So I say that to say, we know exactly how to get ourselves back to good whenever we're in a conflict. We know how to breathe. We know how to collect our thoughts through meditation, right? We do deep belly breathing because it calms our nervous system. Whether we're walking through a really cold, we're in Costco, right? And we're walking through the cold section, the cold refrigerator section. We know how to breathe properly to get through this problem. Or when we're in conflict with other people, we know how to breathe properly so that we're able to think properly and articulate ourselves properly, right? When we know all of the right things to do, it makes navigating anything in our life so much easier. And I really just wanted to talk about that. So radically accept yourself, situations, people, places, and things. When we do that, we have a way easier time being able to overcome whatever external situations that we may be facing. So you are the problem. When you have a conflict in life, whatever problem that you have in life, you're the problem. If someone has an issue with you, you're the problem. The fact that you sit and you're worried about what the opinions of other people, the fact that you sit and you're unsure of yourself, you're the problem. Let's work on our self-concept. Let's work on our emotional body, okay? Let's heal ourselves through somatic movement. Let's release this tension. Now you're not being able to breathe properly. Now you're not eating properly. You're holding that tension. You don't even know how to stretch and move about properly. But I just wanted to talk about that. And so if you're wondering, like, asking yourself a lot of questions about situations outside of yourself, like, dang, did I really say the right thing? Like, maybe I went too far. Maybe you did. Now what? Now what are you gonna do? You're gonna sit for the next 5 years and be worried about it? You're gonna feel bad about it? What are you gonna do about it? Right? And so the most loving and mature, honestly, the most healing thing that you can do, and when I say mature, I say healing, the most expansive thing, the most progressive thing that you can do is see things objectively and accept it. That's all. We don't double back on old friendships. So if you messed up, okay, accept that. We don't double back on old partnerships. So if you messed up, accept that. If they messed up, accept that. There's no need to reintroduce the problem to solve it in this scenario. Learn the lesson and go be better later. And the lesson will come back. Everything is cyclical in nature. So if you feel like you made a mistake here in this relationship, move on from it. And then now that you are able to objectively know how to do better, now that you've taken the time to look at it and be like, okay, next time I'm going to do this, it's not going to eat away at your self-concept. You're not going to be talking bad about yourself. Because why would we talk bad about ourselves? Why would we feel bad about ourselves when we know that we're infinite? Why would we feel bad when we know that we know how to fix the problem next time? Right? So I just wanted to make this video really just being like, hey, if we're going through any problem in life, the only problem that you have is the one with yourself. So let's work on ourselves, okay? And we'll show up in the world differently. We'll have different relationships. The more you get to be yourself, the more kind you are to those around, to yourself, the slower that you live, when you're not living so rushed and for the expectations of other people, then the relationships you have will reflect that. Right now you have so many problems in your life because you built a bad foundation with yourself. This verse kind of came into my mind too when I was reading The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. He just was talking about, like, any negativity you feel is because you're resisting the present moment. If you're in a conflict with somebody, it's because something within your true inner resonance is not matching your external environment. And so if you just accept it, then there is no resistance. Then there is no separation. If you accept everything around you for what it is, independently of yourself, you could be around somebody and you guys are having a different opinion of where to eat, and now it's tension. Like, let's make it real simple, this example. And if you just accept, okay, where they want to eat, like, let me ask myself, why am I irritated by where they want to eat? Is it taken from me? Maybe it's the fact that you feel like you don't get to pick the restaurant enough. Maybe you feel like you're always doing what other people want to do, and without actually being able to satisfy yourself. You're so tense about what's going on because you're dehydrated. We ever think about that? Like, what? So it's stuff like that. When we take things back to the holistic, like, let me make sure that I'm good first, mentally and physically, then everything else kind of flows. But you have to work on that mental body, and you have to work on your emotional body as well. You cannot expect your life to go smooth if you're not living intentionally, if you're not living with clear vision and with knowing how to cultivate some of these practices within yourself, so that you can show up in the world more harmoniously and get more what you want, because you are what you want. You are who you want to be. So yeah, I just wanted to say, like, whatever conflict that you're going through in life, just accept it. Fully embrace the moment that you're in for what it is. Think about where in your subconscious, or where deep down inside why do you feel the resistance to your external environment? Ask yourself that why. Is it because, like I said, is it because you feel like you don't get your way enough? Or is it because you're operating out of survival? Is it because your finances are have you built your personality around having a lack lifestyle? Lack in every way. Is it because you don't feel honored enough? Do you feel like this person's not respecting you enough? Do you feel like you just haven't laughed enough today? Is that really what? Did you not get enough sleep? Okay, are you not hydrated? Are you dehydrated? That's why you want to make a decision right now about where to eat. Like, going back to that where to eat example. Is it because you just want to eat right now, and you just, like, you want to do it right now because really your body is like craving nourishment, and that's why you're acting more tensely towards the situation? Like, that's really, when we're in conflict, let's ask ourselves, where in this are my needs not being met? Where am I projecting my unspoken needs or boundaries into this situation that I can easily fix by centering myself? How can I center myself in this situation? Through my breath and through hydrating my body, taking care of my body, moving my body. I think a lot of us, we literally build entire personalities and lives around being uncomfortable. So if you're in any conflict, accept the conflict. Figure out in which way you're not being satisfied and nourished from. Like, if you feel like whether that be you don't feel like you have enough time to yourself, your job is not honoring your true passions in life, and that's why you feel frustrated every day, because you're working a job that doesn't actually make you happy, make you feel seen, make you feel satisfied, isn't providing you enough compensation to live in accordance to what would make you truly happy? Or is it because you're doing a lot of escapism? Like, let's really talk about why we feel the way that we do in a lot of these situations. And I'm telling you, it's coming from a place of not being fully present. I think I feel like my whole channel is going to basically talk about being fully present and just accepting yourself for who and what you are, and accepting other people as well. So yeah, just wanted to make this little video talking about that. And yeah, hopefully this message made sense. I think I'm actually going to do another video talking about just how you are in relationship to other people as well. What is your self-concept when you're showing up in the world, in relationships to the world? Because that's going to be a big core one too. It'll be related to this video, but really everything is about your self-concept. Everything is about being present. Who are you? Okay, who are you? If you feel like, like I said, if you're having problems in life, the only problem that you really have is with yourself. So let's work on that. Let's talk about that. Let's fix that. See you in the next one.